Hi Mew crew, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be going through the list of secret rares in the upcoming Journey Together set. This one will be releasing on May 30th, and as you know, it's going to be pretty hard to get hold of. The pre-orders are already sold out, so if this is a set for you, then I'd take a good look at the secret rares and decide whether this one you want to be chasing. Okay, so here we've got the illustration rares that do look pretty good, so I'm going to go through each one and have a look and, individually comment about my opinions on them. So first off, we have the Maractus, which I really like the card style of this one. I love the rigid edges for a lot of them. It really sort of reflects the, cactus type Pokemon. So yeah, Maractus not being a, fairly popular Pokemon, but I do think this card really nails it pretty well. So yeah, overall a pretty nice card. The Articuno is beautiful. I think this is stunning. I think I've seen the Japanese holo of this one and it just works so well with the ice type and it gives that beautiful sheen. I think this one's going to be a really popular card. We've got the Wailord, which has equal parts beautiful, equal parts comical. I just think the colours in this one are absolutely stunning. There's some beautiful colours and artwork with the anemone under the sea and the coral reef. And then of course you've got a beautiful sunrise in the background as well. I think this one's going to be very popular. Now this is the first of the Ionos cards, which I really, really love. I think all of the Ionos cards are really colourful. They've got their own sort of style to it. This one in particular looks like it's just hopped straight out of like some sort of anime or one of the mangas. I think it looks really, really cool. So yeah, it's not my favourite one, but I feel it really captures her personality. Now this is my favourite Ionos card. I think this one looks so good. I love the clean line work, the popping colours. Ionos is sitting there with a sandwich and Kilowattrel has its wing over her. I just think this is a really cool card. I definitely resonate with Ionos in this card. The next one is this Lily card. I do think this one looks really good. It sort of matches her kind of calm energy. It's completely different from the Ionos cards. It's a very serene card. We've got the Ribombi, and I think this one just looks really good as an IR. We've got the Swinub. I think this one looks really cool. The colours are a little bit bland, but I think it kind of matches Swinub, and it looks like something out of what could have been some sort of like Pokemon textbook on different Pokemon's habitats and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool card. We got the Lycanroc, which I really like. It's got that really nice warmth. It looks like it's on a hot summer's day. And Lycanroc looks like he's out for blood, quite frankly. We got the Wooper card. It's the Paldean Wooper. And we got the Pokemon Center that's been taken straight out of Scarlet and Violet, which I thought was a really cool detail. And the same goes for this Meowth card. I love the illustration style on this Meowth card. It looks very sort of like a children's storybook. What I didn't notice the first time around when I saw this card was the buildings in the background are from blue, red and yellow. I think this is a really cool little quirk of this card, and going from where the Pokemon Center and the other building are placed, I'm pretty sure this is depicting the lower part of Cerulean City where you can catch Meowth in that grassy area. Next, we've got the Furret, which is a very, very adorable card. Initially, I looked at this card and I was like, nah, I don't think this is one I'll want to chase, but I think it does look really, really cute. And I love that it's like a very nice close-up of Furret as well, just adds to the cuteness of this card. This Noibat card is driving me insane. I love it so much. It's so simple and yet so detailed. I love the colours. Noibat is just looking ridiculously cute. I think this one is going to be a really good card to chase. And then of course we've got Hops Wooloo. I think this has been pulled straight out of a Studio Ghibli film. It's so serene. The artwork is so beautiful. It's got these wonderful watercolors and I just think it looks amazing. So next we're on to the full art. Now the full arts I don't think are anything massively special. With each set I find full arts, they're not terrible, but they're not massively big chase cards. This one I feel like it didn't really hit the mark with those trainer cards. So we've got the Volcanion here and we've got the Ionos' Belly Bolt. So if you can see what I mean with this one, again, opinions will differ, but I do feel like the Ionos in this card, it really doesn't capture her that well because it doesn't show off her colour. It's kind of washed her out quite a lot, and I feel like they really could have done something with these cards so that the trainers aren't sort of left looking very bland in the background, but that's how it is. So we got the same with Lily's Clefairy, we've got Mamoswine, we've got Enzoroark, and Hopsation, which I think looks really good. And then we got Salamence and Dudunsparce as well. So yeah, nothing crazy to go off on these cards, but you know, it's kind of like that with most of the full arts in every set. So then we've got the full art supporters, and yeah, we're not getting many of these. We've got Brock, we've got Iris, and we've got some ruffian guy. Who knows? And then of course we've got the big ones. We've got the special illustration rares. Now I will be talking about this a bit later on, but yeah, I feel like this is where Journey Together could hit or miss. I feel like these special illustration rares are not as good as they could be, but again, that's just my opinion, and people might love these cards or they might go, you know, completely crazy, but just hear me out on this one. I'll show you the cards and then I'll tell you what I think. So we've got the Volcanion here, which I feel like, you know, it isn't my favorite legendary. I think it looks a bit clunky. Yeah, it's never been one that I personally care about, but I do think the environment is in this card really helps this card to stand out. I love that it's, you know, standing within a volcano and there's like lava spurting up everywhere. I think it does look pretty cool. Now, I don't mind this Ionis card, but it's probably my least favourite out of this one and the illustration rares. The colours look a bit more washed out, and I feel like they could have done something really cool with the special illustration rare. This one kind of, you know, pushes her to the side a bit. It focuses more attention on the belly bolt, but, you know, this is a solid one. I feel like this one will be quite popular and people will want to chase this one, but it's personally not my favourite. The Lily's Clefairy I think is a little bit stronger. I think this one's really sweet, it's really cute, and I feel like people will be chasing this one because of the, you know, Clefairy, and, you know, Lily has a lot of promise to be quite a popular card. And then of course we've got Zoroark, which again I feel like this one will be really popular, but of course, you know, I don't think it's as good as the card could be. The artwork is pretty cool. This is a bit more of a low res card, but yeah, I feel like it could have been done a bit better, and as a special illustration rare, I feel like it's not one that I'm like dying to have. But the Salamence. The Salamence is quite a solid one, I feel like. You know, it's got a really cool pose. We've got the flames coming out of its mouth and the sunrise, and yeah, I think it looks like a really nice card overall. And then my personal favourite is Hopsation. I really like this card. This is probably one of the only cards out of all the special illustration rares that I want to be chasing. It's the one I'd like to get, and if I do manage to get it, I'll be super happy. But otherwise, the rest of them, I'm not really too bothered about. So I really like the painting style on this one, and I love the colours. I think it just looks so good. I love the connection between Hop and Zacian. I love how Zacian is absolutely humongous compared to Hop. Yeah, I feel like this is the best one personally out of all of these. Whether it's going to be the most sought after, I don't think it will, but this is my personal favorite. So afterwards we've got the gold cards, and obviously the gold cards are not really the most popular part of a set. I know we did have a few popular gold cards, such as the gold Pikachu in the Surging Spark set, but I think they've done a pretty good job in this set of releasing some, you know, fairly decent gold cards. There's only 3 of them, but 2 of them are trainers, and I really like how, you know, they mirror the full arts, but they actually add colour to the trainers, which I think really helps. Like, look at Ionis in this one, it looks so much better. And even though it's a gold card, and I find the gold kind of like takes away from the picture, I just love that they've added that pop of colour so you can actually, you know, feel their personalities come out a bit more. So we've got the same here with Zoroark as well. I think this really helps to lift N out a little bit more. And of course we've got our gold energy as well. So finally we have some cut cards, which are cards believed to be cut from the set. They appear as promo cards or in a future set release. So this is quite interesting because there's a few cards here that I thought would be in the set, such as Zoroark. This one is really cute, and I can imagine this will come out as maybe a promo card. I think it would be silly not to release this with the English set, and especially with this particular set. But yeah, it's a very nice looking card, so it's a shame it's not part of the main set. We do have Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX, and we've got the Zacian EX as well. But this is the card that bothers me. I feel like this would have been an amazing special illustration rare. I feel like this could have really pulled the set into being a big hitter. And yet, I feel like it's going to be cut out to be a promo card, perhaps with the ETB boxes. So yeah, it will definitely push sales for the ETB boxes, but I just feel like in terms of opening packs, this could have made an incredible special illustration rare, which is what I thought it would be initially. This would be a card that I would be chasing if it was a special illustration rare, and you can see why. The holo would look amazing, and I just love the colors, and it ends Reshiram. It looks amazing. So those are all the secret rares coming from the Journey Together set. Now I just wanted to touch on the fact that, you know, this set has been sold out from pre-orders. There will be more pre-orders coming soon, and obviously when the set comes out, it'll be subject to what you can buy basically. So it is going to be incredibly overpriced, so you need to make a decision on whether this set is going to be worth collecting. Now this is where I'm struggling, because I feel like the illustration rares, most of them look, in my opinion, so much better than the special illustration rares. It's kind of crazy. There's so many more illustration rares that I want to get and that I want more, and they rank higher on my list of chase cards than the special illustration rares. So they're going to be a bit more easier to pull. And failing me being able to open some packs, because I'm sure it's going to be incredibly hard to get a hold of, I feel like it's going to be easy for me to just buy the singles off eBay or, you know, wherever I can buy them really. So yeah, I just feel like there's no point me ripping packs in this set if there's only a few IRs that I want to get, and they might not be that expensive anyway. So yeah, I definitely consider your options with this one. I personally think it's a bit of a mid set. I don't think it's going to be as good as, say, Prismatic Evolutions. I do feel like it's one that's going to be maybe forgotten quite quickly, and the hype on this one is a bit like how it was for Surgeon Sparks. But yeah, it's one of those, if you want to get it, then I understand, like, you do you, and if you want to pay over the odds for this one, then like go right ahead. But I definitely consider thinking about whether this is a set you want to collect or not. So I just wanted to touch up on some other news that is out there at the moment, which includes the release of a new Mew card in China. This one may be considered as one of the rarest Mew cards to date. There's only going to be 1,510 copies, and it will only be released in China. So here is the card. It is so adorable. I think this card is amazing. I am so gutted that it's going to be this hard to get hold of, and I probably will never see it in my lifetime. I think this one looks just incredible. Mew looks so cute in this card, and I love the setting as well. So to qualify, fans in China will need to complete 15 activities at a minimum of 3 tournament venues by December 15th, 2025, including gym battles and city tournaments. They can register for these activities through the Pokemon Card member WeChat applet. So yeah, it will be something that, you know, fans in China will have to complete some activities, but yeah, this is very limited to anyone outside of China, and because there are so few copies out there, this is going to be, you know, be paying a premium on places like eBay or wherever it might end up being sold. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was the special English set releasing in July, which could be the Black Bolt and White Flare set. So the English set will release on July 18th, and its first products will be 2 Elite Trainer boxes, and 2 weeks later on August 1st there will be 2 tech sticker collections and an illustration rare boxes. Then on August 22nd there will be 2 booster bundles. So this is quite interesting because it's the first time that we've ever got 2 different booster bundles. Now whether this could be based on the artwork, I highly doubt it. I do believe it's going to be 2 different sets of cards, so a bit like how they've done in the Pokemon Pocket. There will be, you know, some cards that are mixed across both, but then there'll be perhaps some special illustration rares or regular illustration rares that are only exclusive to one bundle. Now this is going to be a nightmare to collect this set because of the current issue with supply and demand with the Pokemon cards, and people snapping up these packs really quickly, and it being hard to get hold of, because now you'll have to get 2 lots of boxes instead of just the one. So this is everything I wanted to touch base on today. I thought I'd throw in those extra news articles to keep you guys updated. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe if you'd like to see more content. Until the next video, see ya!